You found the texts, you saw the photos, maybe you even caught her in the act. The evidence is undeniable. You confront her, expecting confession, remorse, and an explanation. Instead, you get anger, you get gaslighting, you get denial, even when the proof is staring her directly in the face. You're left not just betrayed, but completely insane. Today we're ripping apart the comforting lie that truth always prevails and expose the brutal, uncomfortable psychological reality. Why a woman will deny cheating even with irrefutable proof, and the deeper, darker motivations behind her desperate self-preservation. This isn't about her being crazy or simply a pathological liar. This is about understanding the deep, primal psychological defense mechanisms that kick in, the manipulation of your reality, and the absolute priority of her own frame that drives her to lie, even when there's no escape. This is the hardest truth about infidelity you will ever confront. You've been there, or you've witnessed it. The cold, sickening dread when you find the evidence, the messages, the deleted call logs, the witness account, the indisputable proof that your reality has been shattered. You gather your courage, you present the evidence, hoping for a moment of truth, a crack in the facade. You expect an admission, a breakdown, an apology. What you get instead is a storm, a whirlwind of anger, tears, accusations, and outright brazen denial. That's not what it looks like. You're crazy. You're jealous. How could you invade my privacy? The proof means nothing. Your sanity is questioned, and you are left not just heartbroken, but utterly bewildered and questioning your own perception of reality. The comfortable lie society feeds you is that truth, when presented clearly, is undeniable. The uncomfortable truth that destroys this fantasy is that for a woman caught cheating, admitting the undeniable truth often presents a greater psychological threat than maintaining the lie, no matter how transparent that lie becomes. This isn't about her being crazy or simply a pathological liar. This is about understanding the deep, primal psychological defense mechanisms, the manipulation of your reality, and the absolute priority of her own frame that drives her to lie, even when there's no escape. She is not just lying to you. She is, on a fundamental level, attempting to preserve her own internal narrative, her own self-image, and her own perceived value in a world that is suddenly threatening to expose her. If you're ready to stop being gaslit, stop questioning your own sanity, and start understanding the brutal psychological chess match that plays out when infidelity is exposed, then you need to commit to this channel. We expose uncomfortable truths that empower men to navigate the darkest aspects of human relationships. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because these lessons are not just about cheating, they're about understanding the absolute ruthlessness of psychological self-preservation. The first psychological reason she denies cheating, even with proof, is the preservation of her self-image, cognitive dissonance. Humans are inherently wired to maintain a coherent, positive self-image. Most people, including women who cheat, do not consciously view themselves as bad people. They rationalize their actions. They minimize the impact. They create elaborate mental gymnastics to justify their behavior. Consider Mark, a loyal husband who found intimate texts between his wife, Sarah, and a coworker. When he confronted her with screenshot after screenshot, Sarah didn't confess. She launched into a furious attack, claiming Mark was controlling, paranoid, and twisting innocent conversations. She truly, in that moment, convinced herself he was the aggressor, creating her own reality where his invasion of privacy was the greater crime than her betrayal. For Sarah to admit to cheating, she would have to shatter her entire self-narrative. I am a good person. I am a loving wife. I am not someone who intentionally hurts others. The mental and emotional pain of that self-reckoning is often too great. It's a fundamental tenet of cognitive dissonance. When faced with conflicting beliefs or actions, the mind will go to extreme lengths to reduce that discomfort, even if it means denying undeniable reality. Lying in this context is less about deceiving you and more about protecting her fragile self-perception from imploding. This leads directly to the second hidden truth: the manipulation of your frame. Gaslighting as a defense mechanism. When confronted with proof, her denial is not just about preserving her own self-image. It's a desperate, often unconscious attempt to manipulate your reality and shatter your frame. If she can make you doubt your proof, doubt your sanity, doubt your perception, then she can invalidate the entire confrontation.
Alex found a hotel keycard in his girlfriend's purse. When he asked her about it, she swore it was from a work conference months ago, even though the date on the card was clearly recent. When he pressed her, she started crying, accusing him of not trusting her, of always looking for problems, and threatening to leave him because she couldn't deal with his paranoia. Alex, wanting to believe her, started to question himself. Had he gone too far? Was he being unfair? This is gaslighting in action. Her denial, combined with projection and accusation, serves to destabilize you. By shifting the blame, by attacking your character, by making you the bad guy for even asking questions, she is desperately trying to regain control of the narrative. She's not just denying, she's fighting for her psychological survival, and your perception of reality is the battlefield. She needs you to doubt your evidence more than she fears you finding the truth. Because if you doubt your evidence, her lie holds. If these insights are hitting home, it's because they expose the brutal reality of emotional warfare in relationships. If you're ready to stop being confused, stop being manipulated, and start understanding the true psychology of betrayal, then you need to subscribe to this channel right now. Don't let comforting lies keep you psychologically disarmed. The third psychological reason is the preservation of her options and future perceived value, hypergamy, and social repercussions. For a woman, admitting to cheating carries immense social and relational repercussions. It can destroy her perceived value, her reputation, and her future options, especially if she's not yet secured a higher value replacement. Her denial, even in the face of proof, is often a calculated or instinctive move to keep her options open and mitigate the damage to her SMV. Think about Chris, who found irrefutable evidence that his fiancée, Jessica, was actively using dating apps and meeting other men even while they were planning their wedding. When he confronted her with the profiles and messages, Jessica feigned outrage, claiming someone had stolen her identity or that the app was just for friends. Her tears and anger were so convincing, Chris almost believed her. Why such a theatrical denial with undeniable proof? Because admitting it would mean immediate consequences. The wedding would be off, her friends and family would judge her, and her future with Chris, her plan B or safety net, would be destroyed before she had fully secured another option. Her denial was a desperate attempt to buy time, to maintain her current safety net, while she simultaneously sought to solidify another. The shame, the loss of social standing, and the potential impact on her long-term hypergamous strategy make denial a powerful, self-serving tool. In these situations, her denial is not just a personal lie, it's a strategic maneuver. It's a desperate attempt to avoid the immediate painful consequences of her actions and to protect her perceived value in the broader dating market. What this means for you? It means you must never, ever let her denial shatter your own frame or make you doubt your own reality. Your job is not to force a confession. Your job is to absorb the undeniable data and act decisively, independently, and from a position of unshakable self-respect. Her denial is simply further proof of her character, not an invalidation of yours. When confronted with irrefutable proof, her denial is the final confirmation you need. Your response must be to calmly and definitively enforce your boundaries, not to engage in a futile battle for truth. You hold the truth. Her denial simply solidifies your decision. If this video has finally given you the clarity and the permission to trust your own judgment when faced with manipulation, don't let this knowledge be a fleeting moment. Subscribe to this channel now to learn how to build the psychological strength required to live a life where your standards are non-negotiable and your frame is impenetrable. Hit that notification bell. The truth is often painful, but it is the only path to genuine empowerment.